being intentional in our work. How do we do our very best for the young children in our early childhood care and educational programmes? Roscommon County Childcare Committee, in collaboration with Longford County Childcare Committee and the Council for National Council for Curriculum and Assessment, are delighted to bring you this podcast where we will talk about how are we purposeful in doing the very best for young children, and how are we being mindful? How are we setting goals that support the development of our young children, educators and our leaders?
Intentionality is one thing that's shaped so much of my work, really thinking about how do we do the very best for young children and for adults and families in the field. How are we being mindful? How are we planning? How are we really reflecting on all that's possible and all that's happening in our programs, and using that information as very valuable data that shapes our work. I think we think of data as sort of a number grid. What we know about children should shape what we're doing with them every day. Being purposeful, looking at goals, setting goals, creating actions that support the development of children and teachers is really at the foundation of this, that we can no longer afford to just go through the motions of what we've always done, of the way we've always taught, of this is the way I learned this in my education 30 years ago. We have to be intentional to what we know now about the field and how we can shape the field and how that action moves everything forward. So creating that mindset for both leadership and for educators that we are in the present moment and we are intentional, and every action and interaction is moving us towards the goals for the children, for the classroom, for the program.